We're set for Sunday afternoon baseball from Progressive Field in downtown Cleveland. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Kansas City Royals and the Cleveland Indians. The Indians look to match the longest winning streak in baseball history. Coming up next. Seth Lindstrom, an Ohio-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. What's your take on him, Dan?
An interesting stat about this guy. Coming into this game, right-handed hitters are hitting below 200 on the season for him as the starting pitcher. So he must be doing something right when he's facing the righties.
Into the box, Lorenzo Cain. He will lead this one off today.
Center fielder, Lorenzo Cain.
First offering on its way. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
3-0 now. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
And a full count to Cain. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. The next 3-2. Popped him up. Number 22 in foul ground. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. D-Row, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting how this offense goes about it. Are they going to go after him early? Are they going to sit back and take, hope he doesn't have his secondary stuff, and drive his pitch count up? You have to find ways. You can't just throw your bats out on the field and think you're going to score runs off a premier guy.
Now at the plate, Alcides Escobar. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Daryl Parker.
Well, D-Row, Daryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
Just underway here in Cleveland. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Just hung in there on that one. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Stepping into the box, Eric Hosmer. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Here comes the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here. 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. And a fastball just a bit high. Looking at strike two, a fastball that catches the inside corner.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2. Misses above the zone for a ball.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. The next 3-2. Popped high in the air. Number 22 over to his right. And that ends the inning. Royals go down 1-2-3. And now the Indians will see what their bats can do in a scoreless ball game. Danny Duffy gets the ball for the Royals in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
So striding in, number 15, as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And immediately the Royals have to deal with a real burner standing at first base.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Lead-off single in the bottom of the first. After their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board, boys are flying around.
Digging in now, Willie Mays. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. They come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row. Nobody out, runner on first. A ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
Now the 2-1 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
A runner at first with no outs here. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it's a foul ball. 3-2 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out. And with that, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the Indians. Hero, what's the word on this lineup as they go for the series sweep?
Matty, this team has high batting averages up and down the lineup. Just great approaches, consistent ABs from top to bottom, and that's the reason they've been so successful this year.
Striding into the box, Lee Van Dyke. Good opportunity for him to add to his season RBI total here, which currently sits as third best in the American League. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside. One out and a runner on second base. And he looks at a slider in there. 1-1. The 1-1. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Escobar has to be quick. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. One 1-0 pitch on the way. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Runners are at first and third, one away.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. Back in standing. The 2-2. Locks him up for strike 3.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
So digging in now, Jake Taylor, and he's the right man for the job with runners in scoring position as he ranks 5th in the AL in RBIs entering play. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. And he'll snap one over to first. Runners back. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. Taylor, just 18 years old, is looking like a near lock at this point to be an all-star representing the American League. He is currently the leading vote getter at catcher.
Yeah, this comes as no surprise. This guy is one of the best players in the game, a superstar, and that's what the All-Star game is about. The fans getting to see the best players put on display.
Duffy has found success in his career at limiting base hits. Usually turns in outings where his hits per 9 numbers are really respectable, and obviously that goes a long way as a starting pitcher.
Matty D, there's a couple of things that really hurt you when you're a starting pitcher. Walks and giving up many base hits per 9 innings. This guy keeps the ball in play, doesn't give up a lot of hits, doesn't walk very many batters, and when you do that, it's a good recipe for success, and it's worked for him so far in his career.
Now a snap throw to first, and he's back in standing. Here's the 1-2. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Bullet back up the middle. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Indians strand a couple. Still no score. The third baseman, Mike Moustakas,
Leading off
now.
for Kansas City, third baseman number 8, Mike Moustakas.
Here it comes. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0.
And you know, the heavy stuff has finally arrived. This has got to be the hardest rain we've seen all afternoon.
The 1-0. Taken on the inside corner for strike 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
And he missed with this one up around the noggin. Now it's full. Jorge Soler will be next. Here comes the payoff pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
Time for a look at the Cleveland Indians' defensive setup today. You guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Stepping in, Jorge Soler. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And a neck-high fastball that time. The 2-0 on the way. Is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
A little bouncer that rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
I guarantee you at release point he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up middle of the plate usually gets deposited in the seats.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. Here's a ball well struck for the right field corner. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. The relay. And a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Here now is Cheslor Cuthbert. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 5 homers, 10 RBIs. Now the 1-0. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Soler at third. Gordon at second with one away. Fastball down near the shoe tops.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1. Whit Merrifield is on deck. The 3-1 is in there for a full count now, 3-2. Swing and a miss. A big strikeout, and he's 1 out away from working out of a jam.
Batting 8, second baseman,
With Merrifield next to hit. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a ball chopped foul down the left side. No score here as we play inning number 2. He's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And a disastrous time to uncork a wild pitch as the go-ahead run scores from third. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Still 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a sinker, called strike 3 as he's rung up and the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits here for KC. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Royals are on top 1-0. In now for Cleveland, Donnie Larson. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon.
Donnie Larson.
He's set and the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Now the 1-0. Misses, ball 2. Two and 1 to count. That's on the outside corner. Count 2-2.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
The 2-2. And he fouls this one off.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Sammy Huffman will be next. Three-two pitch. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. Don't want to forget about him. Nobody out, runner on first. Line drive to left. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out, number 1.
So here's how the Kansas City Royals are positioned defensively. Guys, the person I want to focus on is Eric Hosmer. This guy is coming into his own from the offensive standpoint, but don't get it twisted. This is a Gold Glove first baseman that makes the game look easy on the defensive side.
Striding in for the Indians, number 22. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting race. He's set. Here it comes. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. A dive, but he's back. The 2-1. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
Great job by the pitcher right there to put him in the proverbial rocking chair. Slowed him down, sped him up, slowed him down. Let's see where he's going now.
And he'll get back in standing. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Defense has got to be on their toes right here. 3-2 count. Runner on first has got some serious wheels. You know he's probably being put in motion.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Fouled away. Payoff pitch one more time. On the ground to the right side. Escobar. On to Hosmer, but it'll come too late to get them both.
No real chance for him to roll two that time. He's just too quick coming out of the batter's box. You basically have to make a perfect turn on a hard hit ball to double him up. Now they need to keep an eye on him over at first.
So digging in now, Roger Doran. Career numbers against Danny Duffy. He's 1 for 2. Now a snap move over to first, but the runner's back easily. Duffy sets. First pitch on its way. And that one stayed too low apparently. Two out with the man at first. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
The 1-1 home. A pitch out. The throw. And boy, even a pitch out can't slow him down. He's in there at second base.
I'm not sure what else the defense could have done there. They pitched out and the throw was pretty good, but they still couldn't cut him down. You kind of just have to hope he gets a bad jump.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Dribbled down the third baseline. A bare-handed pickup. What an outstanding play to end the inning. Indians leave 1. They still trail 1-0. So next to the plate for the Royals, Drew Butera, and he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow. First pitch of the at-bat. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Started that swing a bit too early.
This is part of what makes him one of the best pitchers in the game. He pounds strikes, and his stuff is really tough to make contact with. And when you fall behind 0-2, good luck.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Royals catcher.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
Popped him up. Number 22 is over, and he puts it away for the first out.
Center fielder number 6, Lorenzo Cain.
Striding in once again, Lorenzo Cain, 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off. One out, nobody on. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. And now a pitch on the way. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. And a neck-high fastball that time. Two out, nobody on. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The 2-2 one more time. Shoots this one over to first. Ah, way to get dirty. It's there. He got him. Another look at the fine play at first that concludes matters here in the inning. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Ready for another chance? Number 15 as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Number 15.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. Already 2 hits in the ballgame as he's on base here in the home third. And there you see the Tribe leaderboard in that category as he currently ranks second best on the ball club. Digging in to try it again, Willie Mays. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. A runner at first with no outs here. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag, and he's back standing. Comes set, and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
In now, Lee Van Dyke. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. Runners on first with one down. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
And he'll snap one over to first. And a dive, but he's back. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And again, he'll snap one over to first. And the fans don't like this at all. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And the pitch misses low and away for ball two. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Now we'll step off and fire to the bag. Runner back safely. Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Dale Tomlinson.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Dale Tomlinson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. 2 out here and a runner at second. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
No reason to give in to him here with the base open. Putting him on base just gives your defense more ways to help get you out of this.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Comes with a slider, 3-0, but gets it over for strike one.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
Duffy sets. Here's the 3-1. Now a hard liner. Foul. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Escobar with a sliding stop. It's in time. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. 3 innings complete. The Royals lead it 1-0. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian here as Eric Hosmer gets ready to start things out. First pitch of the at-bat. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Ball 1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
A ball and a strike to count to Hosmer. Needed a sand wedge for that one. Swung on and missed. Fastball down near the shoe tops. Set to deal on 2-2. Smoked on the ground left side. Reined in. And he got him at first on a ball that was already into left field. That's a heck of a play to get the first out. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and standing in the left-handed hitting third baseman Mike Moustakas. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Line drive to left. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
That's a big knock right there for his confidence. He had seen it. You're walking to the plate, you know your average had dipped below 220 for the first time in a long time. Nice AB.
In is Jorge Soler, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. High in the air out to center field. Mays is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So the runner stays at first here with 2 away, and that brings us to our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And fellas, if we do games together for the next decade, we might never see 2 starters in the same game throwing that hard. I mean, this has really been something. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Alex Gordon 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. From the stretch, and that one just missed outside. Moustakas leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Two balls and no strikes to the Kansas City left fielder.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
The 2-0 on the way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. One left for Kansas City. They lead it 1-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jake Taylor. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Catcher, Jake Taylor.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Here's the 0-1 pitch. 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
I know he fouled that pitch off right there, but he was definitely out in front. He was cheating to a heater, no question about it.
The 2-2. Still even at 2-2.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change, he had to be sitting off speed right there.
Ready with another 2-2. And that changeup didn't tempt anybody and misses for ball 3.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. Onto the home run porch and gone. So a solo shot down the line in left. Number 18 for him on the campaign. And with it, the Indians have leveled the score at 1 apiece.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Now batting, second baseman, Johnny Larson.
Stepping in now, Donnie Larson. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. That average coming in right at 300 on the nose. 21 homers, and he's driven in 45. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
One run, 4 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Oh, and that was a big mistake right there. This guy might be their best base stealing threat in the lineup, so now he's got a chance to move into scoring position without even putting the ball into play.
Standing in now, Sammy Huffman, as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. Nobody out, runner on first. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a fork.
And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And the runner back easily. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
A runner at first with no outs here. Now a snap throw to first, just keeping him close. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Missed with a slider.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And the runner back in standing. Full count still.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Count remains full. And he could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Into the box, number 22. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. One run, 4 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. The 1-0. He's running. A pitch out. The throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
I'm not sure what else the defense could have done there. They pitched out and the throw was pretty good, but they still couldn't cut him down. You kind of just have to hope he gets a bad jump.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
I'm seeing him aim the ball right now, and that's a trap you fall into as a pitcher when you're not as confident in your stuff as you should be. You've got to trust your stuff.
3-1. Takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Into the box now, Roger Doran comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
Now batting, number 15.
So the Indians lineup flips over, and to the plate, number 15. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. He looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
Indian shortstop behind 1 and 2 in the count. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And both runners will score as they've taken the lead here at 3-1.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
Into the box now, Willie Mays. He'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
Here he comes on 2-0. And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Here comes Soler. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So they get 3 runs on 2 base hits, with one of them being the big home run. We played 4 full. Cleveland's out in front, 3-1. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Cheslor Cuthbert. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2. Now the 2-0 home is taken, strike 1. Now the 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Here now the 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Larson ranges to his right. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up, as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And you can see that he's had it working here in the first 2 months of the year, currently leading the AL in that category. Digging in now for Kansas City, Whit Merrifield, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Three to 1 our score as we play inning number 5. Fouled away. Merrifield behind, a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. This is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. So this has been another fine outing for him this afternoon as we check out the league leaders in ERA. And as you can see there, he currently sits 3rd in the AL in that category. So striding forward now, Drew Butera. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
The 2-0 on the way. Fouled straight back. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, strike 2. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. KC down in order. They still trail it here 3-1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Royals, number 64, Matt Strong.
Ready for another shot now. Lee Van Dyke. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th.
Lee Van Dyke.
Here's the first pitch to him. Here's the first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home. Finds the zone, strike 1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And strike 3 called on a fastball that looked inside from here, but that's out number 1.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
In now, Dale Tomlinson. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And he takes a cold strike 1. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Jake Taylor is on deck. The 3-1. And he looks at ball 4 now. So he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone. So he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out at this level.
Digging in and looking for more, Jake Taylor. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Tomlinson, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. And the runner back safely. And another snap throw to the bag. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone. Now the 1-1 pitch. Liner in there for a base hit.
Hey, you know what? You could slowly start to see that batter leak out over the plate. That was 3 straight pitches on the outer half, and he was able to dive out there and get an opposite field single. Nice job.
Standing in now, Donnie Larson, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. So now two men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and two runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Second and third here, one man out. Drill down the line. And past Moustakas down the line. It's a fair ball. One run is in. Throw comes to second, but he'll get in there with an RBI double.
Man, if I was on the mound, I would not let this guy hurt me. He's been tearing the cover off the ball the entire series, and he drives two more in right here.
He is definitely a man on a mission, and he's making a huge impact. Stepping in now, Sammy Huffman, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. No hits to this point. The 0-2 home. High in the air out to center field. Kane is under it. Two gone.
Now batting, number 22.
Ready once again, number 22. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching it.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Hit hard toward first. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. The relay on to second, but he's in safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Number 24.
So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Into the box now, Roger Doran, as he'll take a look at ball one. Now the 1-0. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
Now batting, number 15.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, number 15. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. First offering on its way. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. Smoked on the ground up the middle. That's through into center field. Base hit. And the runner from second is in to score. It's an 8-1 ball game. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you can see, he's right up there, 4th in the AL in that category. Digging in once again, Willie Mays trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Another good inning here for the Indians. Hey, fun times in Cleveland again. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. In now is Lorenzo Cain. He'll start the inning and move back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. First pitch on its way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Two and 0. Here he comes on 2-0. Grounded to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Alcides Escobar.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. Bases are empty, 1 man out. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Grounded down the third baseline. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
First baseman, number 35, Eric Hosmer.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. On his way to pitch number 100. And it's 0-1 to the Kansas City first baseman.
It's really hard to work deep in the games when you're having an outing like this guy is. You're going to strike out a lot of guys. Well, guess what? Your pitch count's going to go up too.
Here's a high pop-up. Doran is there for it. And that retires the side. Royals go down 1-2-3. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Digging in, Lee Van Dyke. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Lee Van Dyke.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Another try at 2-2. Popped him up. Moustakas in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Now batting, right fielder, Dale Tomlinson.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Dale Tomlinson, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. Back in standing. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Now the 0-1. Drilled on the ground to short. And no chance there for Escobar. It's a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
In now, Jake Taylor, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. And he lays off for ball 1. Van Dyke on second. Tomlinson on at first with nobody out. A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher. Grounded up the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The next 1-2 pitch. And it's fouled away.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
You know, these kind of at-bats can drive you crazy when you're on the mound. I mean, he's been ahead of him pretty much the whole time, but he just can't put him away. Not only that, but it's costing him a lot of bullets.
2-2 pitch just missed. Donnie Larson will be next. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Slapped hard the opposite way. Soler is there, 1 away. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
Coming to the plate now, Donnie Larson. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. He's set and the pitch. Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
Great pitch right there on 0-2. Purpose pitch, right? Running that ball in off the plate. Now that opens up that whole strike zone, and you're not quite as comfortable as a hitter.
And he'll snap one over to first. And the runner will get back standing. And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though.
That's a good job right there. You very rarely see pitchers double up where they go a pitch inside. Normally they'll go back outside, but he followed that up with another pitch on the inside part of the plate.
Now a snap move over to first. Runner's back. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Left center, base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's a 9-1 ball game.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. You thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
Into the box, Sammy Huffman, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
And this one's high and tight, backing him up. 2-1. Set to deliver on 2-1. 2-2 the count. Slice down the left side, but foul.
Think he was sitting on that pitch right there? He absolutely smoked that ball. You could tell the grimace on his face that he wanted to keep that one fair.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Gordon on the move, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The batter, number 22.
Digging in, number 22. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. He's set. Here it comes. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Looking to minimize the damage here. Hit down the third baseline. Oh, look at the sliding stop. He's out. Oh, and that looked destined to be an RBI, but a highlight reel stab put an end to that thought. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We're through 6 full. It's the Indians 9 and the Royals 1. Back here in Cleveland, this one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
First pitch on its way. And this will be fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. And he chased it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Moustakas is retired, and there's one away. In is Jorge Soler. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First offering on its way. And a fastball just a bit up.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Count now, a ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground to second. Backhanded. And the throw is a high one, but he's able to keep a foot tethered on the bag, and that becomes out number 2.
For the Royals, left fielder, Alex Gordon.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a good-looking swing there from Gordon, but he can't come up with it, and it's 0-2 now.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
Now a check swing here. Did he go around? No, says third base umpire Ricky Holiday. Ball 1. Here's the pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. On the ground to third. And that's through for a hit. So good work on a 1-2 count to get on base.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to fight off a tough count and get himself a base hit.
Here now is Cheslor Cuthbert as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Oh, here's the pitch. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Royals lead 1. They trail big. It's 9-1. Brian Flynn comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Roger Doran. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Here's the 0-1. A curveball that catches the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Now another 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
The 1-2. Popped him up. Moustakas is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, number 15.
Digging in and looking for more, number 15. 4 hits for him in this one, all singles. Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. The Royals get some action in the bullpen going now as the left-hander starts to throw. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line drive to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Ready once again, Willie Mays. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Two out, nobody on. And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch. Drilled to first. Fielded cleanly by Hosmer. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Indians go down 1-2-3. But they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. Ready for another chance? Whit Merrifield. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Missed with a breaking ball.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
When a guy's featuring big-time velocity like this, you have to be on the fastball. It's your only chance. You'll tip your hat on some nasty off-speed stuff, but you got to be ready for the heater.
And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat, is this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
High in the air into shallow left center. Number 15 is calling for it. 1 down. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game. And the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ball game. Digging in to try it again, Drew Butera. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
Now the pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The 1-1 home. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. The 1-2 gets him looking. Strike 3. Well, that graphic there tells you all you need to know about this particular ball game. 9-1 is our score as we draw ever nearer to the end of this one. So the Royals batting order turns over and set to go. Lorenzo Cain. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one. Hitless to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a strike.
0-1.
Now the 0-1. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And foul, though it had the home run distance. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Van Dyke has a play, and that's the 3rd out. KC down in order. They trail big. It's 9-1. Riding in once again, Lee Van Dyke. A couple of singles for him and 4 trips for him this afternoon.
Van Dyke.
First offering on its way. And a fastball just below the knees. Ball 1. Action in that KC pen now as a right-hander's begun to loosen up. One 0 count. Here it is. Missed with a slider.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Well, unfortunately, being close isn't quite good enough most of the time. Love the effort in the outfield, and he was close to making that play, but instead it's a double. That's a risky play, though. Could have been a lot worse than a double.
Standing in now, Dale Tomlinson.
He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play.
He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Popped him up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
1-2. Here it comes. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
Into the box now, Jake Taylor, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. The 0-2 delivery. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Van Dyke, a runner at second with 1 away.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
1-2 pitch is a bit high, and he's back to even at 2-2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
Another pitch is hit foul as the battle continues here. Here's another 2-2. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
In now, Donnie Larson, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 2 out here and a runner at second. That's just missed with a breaking ball. inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. The 2-1 home. Drilled to the left side. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. Long throw to the plate, but not in time as he's across with the run.
Dan, you find yourself in trouble early putting guys on base, but then you're able to wiggle out of it, get 2 quick outs. You think you're going to get your team off the field, and with 2 outs, you give up a run-scoring base hit.
You know what happens sometimes, Dero? You lose concentration. You find yourself in a tough spot. You get 2 outs. You think you're just almost out of it, and you lose concentration, and that might have been what happened in that case.
Stepping in now, Sammy Huffman, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. From the stretch. Lifted down the line in left. And Gordon will make the catch to retire the side. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We've played 8 full. The Indians on top 10-1. Sammy Rhodes comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Sammy Rhodes.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch on its way. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Action going on now in the Indians bullpen as they have a left-hander up and getting loose. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Another 2-2 offering. Count remains 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. On deck, there's Eric Hosmer. Seared down the first baseline. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now.
Dan, how frustrating that must be. 8 pitch at bat, and he's able to work a base hit.
Dero, he threw everything but the kitchen sink at him. He threw off-speed pitches, fastballs, and on the 8th pitch, left one out over the plate, just enough for a base hit.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1, here it comes. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. The 1-1. Line toward the alley in left center. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
This game might be over for all intents and purposes, but somebody forgot to tell this guy. He's a grinder, and he's going to approach every at-bat like it's his last. Does it again here and delivers a double into the gap.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball.
Oh, the old classic 2-strike. Let's throw the fastball right down the middle. Not in this game. Gotta believe you gotta work the corners a little bit more. Fastball command is paramount at this level.
Misses, ball 2. The 2-2. Fastball is outside. It's full now, 3-2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at-bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there. He struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
In is Jorge Soler, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Smoke toward third. Doran loves it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
They get the run there, but this late in the game with the lead in hand, you'll definitely trade an out for a run. That doesn't mean a whole lot.
Digging in once again, Alex Gordon. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. From the stretch. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Whoa, he looks a little frustrated out there, and I don't blame him. He gives up a couple of hits early inning, and then he plunks this guy. He's fighting himself a little bit, so they might want to head out to the mound and try to calm him down.
Into the box, Cheslor Cuthbert. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Holy cow, there it is. They've racked up 27 wins in a row, breaking the all-time streak set by the Giants in 1916. I'm speechless, really. Truly an historic occasion. I'm just honored to be here.
10-2, the final in this game. Cleveland scored 10 runs on the way to victory. Seth Lindstrom wins his league-leading 10th game of the year, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Danny Duffy was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Cleveland Indians. 10 runs, 15 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For Kansas City, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 24 minutes. A reminder that the Regional Transit Authority provides convenient, affordable service to and from Progressive Field. The Rapid Transit provides direct service to Tower City, only a short 10-minute walk from Progressive Field through RTA's walkway to Gateway.